Hey, what up? It's OP from Serato. So you just downloaded and installed Serato Sample. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the stems feature inside of Serato Sample to isolate the bass sound to create a new bass line. As well, using keyboard mode, we're going to take a one shot and turn it into some chords. Let's check it out. So in this example, I'm using a track we've licensed called This Time by the Delphonics. I love the sounds of the instrumentation of the track, but the problem is this: the bass line that I want is totally different and it's in a different key. But I want to use this tone in my track. Solving this is easy. You'll see that the BPM is already synced automatically to my session. As well, it detected the key of the sample. It's quick to change the sample's key to match it to the rest of my project so everything sounds good. So let's focus on the bass track and isolate the stem. I'm going to scrub through the isolated bass stem and find one-shot notes that I'm going to use for my track. I can use keyboard mode to play the bass notes chromatically across the piano scale. Serato's pitch and time technology is built into keyboard mode too. This means that the audio quality stays the same as I change the pitch. From here, I can record the bass line, either by using my MIDI keyboard or my typing keyboard. Using the freeze mode will help me fine-tune the things that I need. If needed, I can adjust the timing of the cue handles, pad parameters, or output settings. Now I want to focus on some chords. I'll make a new track and import a new sample in. Then I'll set a cue point at the beginning of the sound. To get something more unique, I might try something like reversing it to see how it sounds. Or I can tweak the individual pad parameters like release and time stretching to shape the sound. I can also put it into keyboard mode and start playing some notes. Here, I will turn off mono and turn on poly, so I can play chords instead of one note at a time like we did for our bass track. In this instance, I'm using a chord generator to help me find some interesting chords for this track. If I want to use a sample in a lower register to create a new bass sound, I can duplicate this track, but instead use it in mono mode and use the glide feature to create some 808 style bending bass notes. And that's it. You now know how to make unique instruments using samples, and you're also ready to start tracking chord progressions. There are separate videos on how to chop samples and use audio stems to do things like make new chord progressions, build your own one-of-a-kind drum kits for beats, and so much more. If you're interested in using Serato Sample to elevate your music production chops, check out the other tutorial videos.